Now this is another circuit. What we have done, we have taken 4 MOSFETs like this, that P MOSFETs, they are working as a driver and N MOSFETs are working as a load, and in between driver and load we have taken the output. See how the constructions are done. These 2 P MOSFETs, they are connected in parallel. You can see the current conduction will be like this and current conduction like this. Suppose this transistor is, we will name it as a T1 and we will name it this transistor as T3. We have made a complementary connection like this, that this A terminal, it is connected to the gate of this PMOS, and at the same time it is connected to the gate of this NMOS. So PMOS and NMOS, these 2 transistors, they are making a complementary connection. So that is why I will call this as a T1 and this will as a T2. Second complementary connection is B is connected. Let this is your B. B is connected to NMOS here, and same B is connected to the gate of this PMOS. So second complementary connection is T3 and T4. I will call this as T3 and this will be your T4. So here parallel combination, there one of the gate, one of the transistor, it is connected to A terminal and another transistor, it is connected to the B input. In the series connection, one of the terminal is connected to one of the transistors gate is connected to A and another transistor gate is connected to transistor B. So transistor T1 and T2 forms a complementary connection. So this is one of the CMOS, and second complementary connection is T3 and T4. Now this circuit will work like NAND gate. Let us check the condition whether it will work like NAND gate or not. First of all, let us consider the condition that if A and B both are connected to 0, 0. NAND gate's Boolean equation is given by A dot B full complement. So we can draw the truth table as there are 2 inputs. So there will be 4 possible combinations, that either both will be 0, 0, 1, 1, 0 or 1, 1. So in NAND gate, the product is done first and then the complement is done. So 0 into 0 is 0, 0's complement will be 1, 1 into 0 is 0, 0's complement is 1, 1 into 0, 0, 0's complement will be 1, 1 into 1, 1's complement will be 0. So this will be the truth table for NAND gate. We have to check this. Starting from the first condition, if both the inputs are connected to load, so A is connected to load and B is also connected to load. What is happening here? At the transistor T1, 0 is connected and this transistor T1 is of PMOS. And what was the sentence? We first have to remember, PMOS, if it is connected, its gate is connected to high, it will be off, and if it is connected to low, it will be on. So this is our condition. So PMOS here is connected to low. So this gate will be, this device will be on. So PMOS, if its gate is connected to low, it will be on. Second thing, same A is connected to gate of T2 and it is NMOS. So if it is NMOS and if it is connected to low, the reverse property will be like this. If NMOS is there and if its input, its gate is connected to high, here off is there, so it will be on. And if its gate is connected to low, it will be off. So for this condition, the NMOS, its gate is connected to low, this will be the output. So this T2, it will be off. For the input B is connected to T3, it is connected to NMOS, and low is the input. So if low is input, output is, the device will be off. So T3 will be off. Same 0, it is connected to PMOS. PMOS is connected to low, it will be on. So here this PMOS will be on. So we can summarize this. Transistor T1, it is on. Transistor T2, it is off. Transistor T3 is off. Transistor T4, it is on. Now here you can see that these two switches, they are connected parallel and both are turning on. So from the current from the power supply, that can have two paths and which are on. So current can easily come up to this point. Here in the parallel connection, you can see that both the PMOSs are connected parallelly, their source are common and their drains are also common. In the series connection, PMOS, both the NMOS, they are connected in series, but here the drain of T2, it is connected to common connection of drain of both T4 and T1. So drains and drains both are connected here. Now back to this. In this, both the switches are turned on, so current can easily obtained at the Y output. In this connection, you can see that this is a series connection in which both the switches are off. So current cannot sink towards the ground. So all the current will be deposited here, and if LED is present here, that current will flow towards the LED, not through the ground current, because this path is off. So both the circuit, both the NMOSs in series connection, it is off. So current will drop here, and that will turn the LED to turn on. So the LED will glow, and if LED glow, we can say that the output is high. So in this condition, we are getting high at the output. So I am writing here logic 1. So this was our first condition. Now first condition is satisfied. Now let us move to second condition. A is connected to 0 and B is connected to logic high. So I am writing logic 1 here. So 0, T1 and T2, both condition will be remain as it is because we have not changed any input condition at the A. So T1 and T2 T1 will remain on as it is and T2 will remain off as it is. Now the condition are changed for T3. T3, the B terminal, it is connected to logic 1, logic high, and logic high is given to the NMOS. And if logic high is given to the NMOS, what is happening? Logic high to NMOS, it will turn on. So transistor T3 will turn on. Same logic 1, it is also connected to the gate of PMOS. And if logic 1 is connected to gate of PMOS, it will be off. So this PMOS will be off. So for T3, what we can write? T3 is on, while T4 is off. Now what will be the output? Let us see. In the parallel connection, if one of the path is on, the current still will flow and it will be obtaining at the output. In the series connection, T3 is on but T2 is off. So current conduction, it is not possible because in series one of the switch is off. So current will drop across it. So here the output is also 1. So for second condition, if one of the input is high, output is high. Second condition is satisfied. Let us check the third condition. Now A is connected to logic 1 and B is connected to logic low. Let us see. If A is connected to logic low, PMOS, if PMOS is connected to high, it will be off. So here transistor T1, it will be off. Same A is connected to gate of transistor T2 and high is given to NMOS. If high is given to the NMOS, it will be on. So T2 will be on. For B, logic 0 is connected to T3 and T3 is NMOS. If logic 0 is connected to T3, it will be off. Same logic 0, it is connected to gate of PMOS. If PMOS is connected to low, it will be on. So PMOS, that is T4 will be on, T3 is off. Let us summarize this. T1 is off, T2 is on, T3 is off, and T4 is on. Now, from the parallel connection, this switch is off and this switch is on. So the current can easily pass through it. It will be obtained at the Y output. From the series connection, you can see this switch is on, but this switch is off. So current cannot pass towards the ground. So this switch or whole circuit, series circuit, it is off. So at the output, current is obtained. So that is why output will be high in this condition. So we are getting high at the output. And what was our condition? one of the input was high and another input was low. We are getting 1. So third condition is also satisfied. Let us move to the fourth condition. Both the inputs are connected to logic 1. Logic 1 to PMOS, it will be off from the definition. Logic 1 connected to T2. Logic 1 connected to T2 and T2 is NMOS. Logic 1 is connected, so it will be on. So T1 and T2, the same condition will be like this. T1 is on and T2 will be on. Now for B, high is connected to NMOS. If high is connected to NMOS, it will be on. Then same B is connected to PMOS. High connected to PMOS, it will be off. So this PMOS will be off. So T3 is on and T4 is off. From this you can see that both the switches in the driver circuit, they are off. So current cannot pass through it. In the series connection, both the switches are on. In the load circuit, both the switches are on. Then if the current is present, that will directly sink towards the ground. So no current will be available at the Y output. So when no current is there, there will be 0 voltage at the output. So here at the output we are getting 0. So the fourth condition, when both the inputs are high, that is A is connected to high, B is also connected to high, we are getting low at the output. So this circuit will perform the operation like NAND gate. So this can be also summarized using the sentences. If you remember this or remember forever, then you can easily understand the working of the CMOS gate. If it is not possible, this same circuit can be redrawn or remember using a shortcut method like this, that suppose these are your switches, these two switches are of P type and they are connected with the series connection of NMOS switches. So this is N type, this is N type, and parallel and series connection. In between this connection, they are taking the output. So we can easily understand the working of this circuit also. So it is connected to power supply. So when the both switches, one of the switches, both the switches should be off, then only the output will be possible. Both the switches should be off, then only there will be the high output. So we can understand the same circuit or same working transistors switching action using this switching circuit like this. So it is easy to understand the working of the TTL NAND gate, CMOS NAND gate using the switching circuit also. So better we have to remember these sentences, and then we can easily explain the working. And this circuit in the exam will come for 4 marks, in which the most of the marking is given to the circuit diagram, because the circuit diagram, it looks quite complex, but it is very easy to draw if you consider the terminals where source are connected, where drains are connected. In this circuit, I will also again repeat that the PMOSes, they are always connected to the driver circuit, and NMOSes, they are always connected to the load circuit. Driver and load circuits, they are combinedly connected in series circuit, and their drains are actually taken common, and at the common drain the Y output is taken. Second thing, there is always a complementary connection. That means if the circuits have PMOS and NMOS, their connection should be complementary. That means gate of PMOS and gate of NMOS, they should be combined with each other, and they will be connected to a common gate terminal. So that will form the complementary connection. So this is very easy to understand. In the next lecture, we will understand how CMOS NOR gates will work.